PulseChain is repeating Cardano from 2020. That's right, baby dolls. You are very familiar with this. I want you to truly hone in, focus, lock in, and remember, it is repeating. It is happening right now. It's all lining up. There are so many similarities between PulseChain, community, and Cardano. Let's go through it. PulseChain, friends, repeating Cardano in 2020 cycle. And if PLS itself repeated that, it could get to 100 billion market cap, which was the exact top that Cardano peaked at in 2021. And I'm now going to show you the chart. This is a market cap chart. So 4 years ago in 2020, Cardano was around 1 billion market cap. You see that? 1 billion. And then it ran up 100x. You see that? From 1 billion up to 100 billion. Funnily enough, they launched smart contracts up here. Okay? So you're probably going to hear this all around PulseChain influencer land. Yes. Cardano made it all the way to 100 billion without any freaking smart contracts. And you're meant to be a smart contract chain. How did that happen? What I'm going to do now is just show you. I'm going to show you how that actually happened. Okay? I'm going to show you. Maybe you're familiar with this. Have you heard of my friend called Chuck? Now, Charlie Hoskinson is a powerful orator. Another word for speaker. He's really good with the vocal cords. He can move a crowd. He can inspire. And he gives off this energy of charisma. Whenever there's a big market crash, he comes in, and when just the way he speaks makes you feel like he's projecting empathy. I can feel it, like I want to listen. You know, during the bear market, when Chuck was coming out here saying, you know, we got to pick up the pieces, friends. The industry's not going to zero. We're worth more than this. Been through this before. Like, he's trying to inspire and rally up the troops in his own way. He's very colloquial with words like that. I mean, like, you know, he does. Like, I mean, like, it's Reds. I'm not even making this up. What's the first video here? He's wearing a checkered shirt. With pens. He's wearing a checkered shirt with pens in the front pocket. I mean, if there was anybody to do it, it'd have to be Charles as well, right? So, look at the type of videos he was writing 3 years ago. Look at this. What is this? A meth plus a Batman symbol gives you 100x. So, somewhere in here. Now, man, people didn't know what the hell he was writing. Come on, bro. You chalkboards. Somehow, that translated to the mother of all pumps. You see? The mother of all pumps. And that's all you needed to know, man. So oh, what a move, bro. What a whopper of a move. You know, 1 to 2 billion market cap went up all the way to 100 billion. So, obviously, Charles Hoskinson, friend, is very similar spiritually to this man. Okay, have you seen this man before? Richard Hort! That's how the bankless guys say it. Richard Hort! Let's go get Richard Hort! Some say Ricardo Corazon. Some say Greg the Duck. Some say Richard Fart. Now, he's also extremely charismatic. But I'll be honest. Richard can speak more layman terms. He can attract more retardios. He can. He gets, if you look at PulseChain, a lot of people are middle America people. They're like war veteran types. They're not people who, you know, spent 4 hours with the, you know, the, looking at like, you know, biology stuff with the microscope or whatever, right? So they're not that type. So you just think on the balance of probabilities, are there more retardios like us in the world? Or are there more like, you know, lab coat people in the world? Probably more retardios like us. I mean, I'm wearing a Pikachu hat. So, by the way, friends, okay, if you ever want to doubt this power again, okay, I've got something for the bears out here. I've got something for the bears! Now, I'm going to show you the big fat line up to the screen because that's exactly how we get inspired here. A 68x day one sack. That's what would bring PulseChain to 100 billion. Now, I don't know, friends, even in my videos, I explain every single angle and some people still don't listen properly. I mean, for the love of God, I'm telling you now, there is a range of expectations. a range. You don't know where you're going to hit. If the market wants to add up all the coins, okay, sweet. It's only a 33x from today. Okay? Which would be around 15 to 16x day one sack. Let's just say 16x day one sack. That's the lower end expectations. The higher end, if we hit the Cardano target, it's 68x. You see? So now, as your friend, wearing a Pikachu hat right now, I'm just going to come here and draw the box here for you and show you that actual zone, because it doesn't look like much, okay? But it translates to a lot. So here you have around 68 and here you have around 16. So somewhere here. But look, if you put on a linear chart, you're like, whoa, dude. Like there's a big range of outcomes out here. But if you put on a log chart, there you go, all right? Very important. And with that, friends, we're going to play some Pikachu in the jungle music. So you can see it come together. You have the same charismatic leader, okay? And with that, I mean, now you know from your friend Sommi, like thousands of hours of content, obviously, both of them are strong cults. I mean, it's not even any up for debate at this point. Cardano, they're not even EVM. Think about that power. Think about how much Solana and Ethereum dominate Mindshare. Okay, Sol VM had to do a lot, right? But even before Solana, you just had EVM, which is Ethereum Virtual Machine. And Cardano, they are still able to be around here. Now, at the time of looking, they're around 12 to 14 billion market cap. But man, that's big. That's big because you don't have heaps of like big RV industry liquidity vacuums that are operating on Cardano. But you still have the cult. You still have the Cardano cult. Cardano is awesome. I had it last bull market, okay? So everyone knows the story. I was meant to go way more turbo hard in Cardano, 10 times harder. Because I just like Charles. I was like, hey, this looks cool. And he's always talking about, we're going to go to Africa and we're going to do this. And like, you know, stop chasing avarice. We're going to go to Africa and just do it. I was like, we'll have to get long this. Then I came across Chico Crypto's videos. Yeah. Now, I'm not blaming anyone. This will happen. I don't know anything, friends. I'm just a wee little pup. Here I am in the Bitcoin bull market that I thought back in 2020. Which is right here. Here I am sitting here, okay? I've come across this Cardano, okay, down here. I had a bullet, okay? I forgot where I got it, somewhere here. And I'm like, okay, I want to add 10 times more. I literally want to go turbo hong. But yeah, see, friends, you don't know all the stories and the characters of crypto. I came across Chico Crypto video, and he made a video. He goes, I am making my most biggest bet yet. He says, I got Chainlink correct. It's up 100x or whatever it is. He goes, I'm correct on my Chainlink. I got it at like 10 cents or 20 cents. Then it hit 20 bucks. So it's like 100 or 200x. He goes, my next big bet is that Cardano is the biggest vaporware scam in all of crypto. And they're never going to launch their smart contracts. And Charles is dumping his staking inflation. Is never, ever going to go anywhere. And I'm like, whoa. And then you got to understand, from my perspective, Chico Crypto challenged Charles to a boxing match. And Charles wouldn't. So I'm thinking like, ooh. He's challenged him, and then the guy with the token, it's not going to work. And then I remember, friends, I was even in Crypto Face's Discord, and Crypto Face was like, yeah, Cardano's like one of the biggest ghost vaporware scams of the crypto. He just made that comment and went, see, I don't know what to do, friends. I'm here like you, like navigating. What's going on? I'm like, well, luckily for me, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to leave a bullet in there anyway, okay? See? So that's how the story happened, friends. Now, someone out there is going to have that same experience with PulseChain. I guarantee you. They're coming around right now. They'll probably say, hey, came across this video. Some is bullish. They're going to come across someone else, right? They're going to come across Pedditor. Now, shout out to Pedditor. He's all right. He's a Bitcoin Maxi. He goes, Google AI needs some work. And he type in, is Hex decentralized? Yes, Hex is a decentralized cryptocurrency. So he's obviously, because he's a Bitcoin Maxi. Remember, friends, Bitcoin Maxis, they believe that nothing is decentralized except Bitcoin. I got some news for you, friend. The market doesn't actually care about decentralization, all right? Anywhere near to the extent you think it does. Okay? It doesn't actually care. All right. Look, I got to use this example, but before social media was revealing this, when Chris Brown, you remember Chris Brown, friends? Chris Brown did some violent assaults on Rihanna. You remember he bashed her. Okay, she was like bruised and everything. What ended up happening after that was all over Twitter, all these fangirls came out saying, Chris Brown, you can bash me anytime. And I wish I could find it on Twitter. It's one of these memes buried away somewhere, friends. I'll never ever forget this. It was like, and by the way, this is like a long time ago. It might have been like 10 years ago. So everything was still fresh. So you're probably like, yeah, it's not that shocking anymore because we got like, you know, meme coins and Doge did a 250x. This was a simpler time. Okay, so just seeing thousands of women say to somebody, you can bash me anytime and get that type of attention, it was shocking. You know, and to the layman out there, they might be like, oh, women definitely care about someone's criminal record. Didn't hurt anything, okay? He got more popular, by the way. So time and time again, something that maybe as a narrative is attached to things getting popular, people get confused, right? Same thing, Cardano, PulseChain. It's the same thing happening. So right now, friends, real stats. You see PulseChain is 850 million market cap, removing the origin address. Daily active users is 10,000. Here are the data. I mean, I can't believe highest value content in crypto. Like and subscribe, share with your friends and family. I placed it all here, friends, every single time. Blood, sweat, and tears. You know what burns me, man? What absolutely burns me, friends? I'm literally in your shoes, in your fluffy slipper shoes. When I'm walking around and like checking out Twitter and YouTube, and one guy's like, ha ha ha, I've been around since 2013 and I'm really rich and smart. I'm like, okay, give me the answers. And they're like, do your research. Or like, go check this out. That's what they say, just vague garbage like that. Or they say, the numbers add up, this. Bro, talk more, give us information. What are you here for? You're just trying to build the clout. What, were you bullied at school? You want to be Mr. Popular? My gosh. Shave. You don't look good with a beard. It doesn't work for everyone. So, 4 years ago as well, friends. See, PulseChain has 10,000 daily users. 4 years ago, Cardano also had 11,000 daily active users. Very, very similar. And here is the daily user count. See, 11,000 back in Sep 2020. And then it grew 10x. Now, we all know from Metcalfe's law, which I have kindly told you only 400,000 times, if you square the number of nodes, that's going to give you the value. So if your nodes, the people in the network, if there's 5 people, you're worth 25. But if you go to 10 people, you're worth 100. You're like, oh my gosh, I went from 5 people to 10 people and the price went from 25 to 100. Wow. How crazy is that? See, you doubled the users, you 4x the value. It's what happens here. Happened in Bitcoin. Metcalfe's law works in Bitcoin. They make all the models. Old news. Works in Ethereum. Work for Doge. Work for SHIB. The fact that Metcalfe's law worked for SHIB should tell you everything, okay? You think your jaw is dropping? Okay? That's what she said. You think your jaw is dropping, friends? My jaw was dropping when I first mapped out Metcalfe's law for Shiba Inu. You can type in Shiba Inu Metcalfe's law in my Twitter. All the information is there. I'll never forget the numbers. Okay, I'll tell you off by heart. This is the SHIB chart, friends. This is the SHIB chart, okay? And it's so monstrous, okay? 1,000,000x. Shiba Inu on January 2021 here had 1,000 holders, okay? 1,000. By December 2021 here, so in 12 months, it went from 1,000 holders. Now it had 1 million, okay? So it went from 1,000 people. So, right, from 1,000 to 1 million people, okay? So that is this is the crazy part, that is a 1,000x user base growth. You never, ever, ever forget this for the rest of your life, okay? Until crypto probably collapses to zero. It won't. I'm just joking, friends. 1,000x user base growth, and you're like, wow, well, you just told me to get the price value increase, you got to square that. Yeah, that's what happened. Shiba Inu did a 1,000x squared. 1,000x squared, friends, equals 1 million X return. That is exactly what it did from here all the way up here. It literally did 1 million X. Now, it doesn't go exactly. There's some Euphoria counts here and there. Sometimes you can go like 2, 3, 4, or 5X above your Euphoria count. But it worked. Isn't it amazing? So now you know, oh, wow. When I'm talking about a price pumping of a coin, all I'm actually saying is to just recruit more people into the network. Yes. Even more crazy, friends, when I tell you, you can pump a coin. You don't have to tell anybody to buy. Did you know that? You don't have to tell them to buy. Don't even tell them the ticker. Just get them to join the community. They'll figure it out. Okay? We've seen that happen. No ticker involved, no nothing. People figure it out. The market prices it in. Okay? So that's the most amazing thing of all of this. It's because it's literally, it's running the same philosophy as a city. It is the same thing. I don't have to tell you, come buy an apartment in New York. I don't have to tell you that. I just have to get 1 million people to visit New York every year from tourism. They'll buy. They'll find the place, they'll buy. If they like it, they'll buy. And 1% of them will like it. Okay? I don't have to tell you to go and get some land or an apartment in Francais, in France. I don't have to go tell you that. I just let you go visit France, go check out the Eiffel Tower, maybe propose to your wife or your girlfriend again. Hopefully you only got one. So, and then people pretty much will buy land around them. I don't have to tell you same thing in Las Vegas. I don't have to tell you to go buy a house in Las Vegas. I don't have to tell you that. All I just got to tell you, go have fun in Vegas. People go find that naturally themselves. The market prices itself. So it's literally 1, 2, 3, crypto follows up. Crypto is just a digital city. I don't have to tell you, buy ADA. I don't have to tell you that. People find Charles Hoskinson's videos. They find Cardano. What about the Cardano? Ivan on deck, please talk about the Cardano. That's a network effect, okay? People talking about real DeFi, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, Richard Hart stuff. They find it, okay? People, they find it. I don't know how, just parts of the universe where all our consciousness are interlinked. It's the aura, the chakra, I don't know what it is. People find it. They find the way in. They find the funnel in, okay? So I'm just telling you, Cardano grew here. You didn't have to tell anybody to buy the coin. By the way, none of Charles Hoskinson's videos, he was not saying, Cardano can grow 3,000x. He never said any of that. He just kept making videos. A lot of like college students and stuff really believed in him and his vision for crypto in the future. You see that? Now you're seeing it. It's a Mindshare game. So that bull, right? It took Cardano from 3 cents to $3. 1 billion to 100 billion. Can PulseChain do the same? Yeah. Okay, what if it can't? Divided by 3. It's still juicy. Divided by 3. That is still a 30x away. 40x away. Time's running out eventually. Like if PulseChain, friends, this is the thing, man. If PulseChain, if it just gets back to 3x day one sacrifice, all right, up here, it gets back up here, the new wave of people, now you're not going to get your 40x anymore. Now you're living in a world where you are thinking about a 3x up to, and then best bull case, you're going to get your 20. You see? So, but here's the thing. When those prices come, maybe Richard Hart's back. Maybe he's streaming. Maybe there's another conference. Maybe there's more PulseChain exchange listings. Do you see? There's more adoption out there, which gives you confidence to go in because more people like approve now. But you're not here for that. You're long now because you want the highest pump. Okay? Like, for example, friends, look, everyone, you kind of make the same money along the way. It's just your initial investment changes. So there are going to be people, I know in my Telegram, there's a Pedditor on here. He's got 10 grand in. He's going to throw like, I don't know, maybe like 6 into Pulse Core coins. Okay, 6K in. I promise you, when PulseChain's 10x higher, that similar baby doll who's throwing in 6 grand into Pulse, there's going to be someone else throwing in 60. Okay, they're going to have $1 million portfolio. They have Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're going to go, hey, I want to put 6% allocation to this part, and 6% is 60K. Right? That's going to be their new allocation. But they're paying up. They're waiting for more confirmation. Okay. So of course, We're looking at this now. It's tiny. None of this is financial advice. I'm just telling you, PulseChain, Cardano, very similar. And, I mean, like, you know, super secret source. I've watched a lot of PulseChain, Hex guys and girls. Everyone already owned Cardano or owns it now. Ragsy, Sammy Chica. I can't remember if he's directly owner, but and by the way, they don't talk about it. It's just I've watched them all on stream. I'm like, oh, wow, that's a coincidence. All of us have or had Cardano. Don't you think that's interesting? Corey Costa, Spaghetti Meatballs, many others as well, friends. Many, many, many others. They're the ones off the top of my head. Just revelation. Okay, but it makes sense. We're gripped by, hey, this guy's talking about the future, and it's just one guy. Because he gives you that image, like, oh, it's like a Moses. He's on top of the mound. There's a burning bush. He's got the big rod. He's like, no more bears. We're gonna pump. That type of image evoked in your mind. I know it's just digital Pokemon cards switching around, but that's what it evokes in everyone's minds, and everyone's gripped by that. You know, some people aren't gripped by that. Some people are just gripped by boring white papers, but you know, the narrative changes and they get whisked away. So ultimately, it brings us back to Pokemon. All right, it brings us back to Pokemon, friends. And I stand by this statement. If you are not in a crypto cult, you're not even in crypto. You don't even know what crypto is, bro. Okay? Brothers and sisters, if you are not in a crypto cult, you don't know what crypto is. You haven't experienced it yet. Okay? If you're not a cult, which is hold at all costs, you run the risk of abandonment, which is the number one sin. You know, friends, in the Holy Bible, what's the biggest sin of Christianity? They say to deny the Holy Spirit. That's the biggest sin. Every religion has like the biggest sin. The one thing you must not do. Yeah, in crypto, the one thing you must not do is abandon. Once you abandon, if you leave, heartbeat, no more. Pulseless. No pun intended, right? So this is how you have to have a mentality if you want to grow, okay? Now, what happens after the cult? They're like, hey, what happens if we're a cult? And then, like, you know, there's sacrifices and stuff all around the world. No. When the cult gets big enough, it becomes a religion. Have you heard of a little coin called Bitcoin, made by a little guy called Satoshi Nakamoto? Right? Bitcoin, the first cult. The first internet meme cult thing. Bitcoin is the OG. It ain't a cult anymore. It's a religion. It's a way of life. That's what a religion is. It's a way of life. They have answers for everything. You see? Oh, you want DeFi? Don't worry. We have layer 2 Bitcoin DeFi coming up for you, my child. Oh, you want payment solutions? Don't worry. We have this Stripe thing, which is kind of centralized, but don't say anything. But we have a solution for you. It's Bitcoin Maxi approved. You see? Oh, you want adoption? Don't worry. We are shilling Bitcoin to many country leaders right now. We have something for everyone. Oh, you want JPEGs? We've got ordinals. It's a way of life. No longer a cult. Now, of course, Bitcoin's going to be around forever, but we're functioning in a game world here. So you can survive well enough in Bitcoin for 15 years and then finally retire on whatever clip size you want. I hope it even goes that far. But maybe you don't want to wait 15 to 25 years. Maybe you can see opportunity around you. You know? Friends, there are people who are in cities right now. And you could tell them, oh, just work for somebody else in a pizza store and you'll retire in 35 years. Get your cute little wage, put in the S&P 500. Yeah. But then some people, 1 in 100, say, you know what? I'm going to open up my own pizza store. I'm going to go down this neck of the woods. There's no pizza store there. I want to do it myself. Now, when you talk to them, will they be telling you, I want to retire earlier? Not necessarily. They're just on a different journey. See, that's Bitcoin as a religion. When people go venture out, you always will have people. They're the temple defenders. They will be telling everybody, Be careful out there. It's stormy. It's hailing out there. Pestilence. Of course, it's Bitcoin maxis. But you need them to defend the village when you're not there. So it's part of the game. That's why you and me, friends, like we've stumbled upon a gem. It's 260,000 cult members. They're not going away, man. They're not going away. Down 99%, couldn't kill it. Down 99% couldn't kill you, huh? What's it gonna take? You're basically unkillable. Unkillable. So, your biggest fear in any coin is abandonment. Okay, Richard Hart disappeared for like 1 to 2 years. Price is down 99%. Community's still here. I'm sure Richard Hart's vision for this is that it's just what Charles is. Charles Hoskinson's vision for Cardano is that Cardano is bigger than him. Yes, that's their vision, okay? So, are we going to get there? You don't have to wait long enough. I mean, like, it's 260,000 people. You're telling me PulseChain with his shitty little 11,000 daily users, we can't find 100,000 daily users in the bull market? You're telling me that? I want to ask you this. What the hell do you think people were doing on Cardano for 3 to 4 years ago, friends, when it was literally moving up? What do you think they were doing? Do you know what they were doing? They couldn't launch smart contract stuff. I think all they could do was either some basic JPEG NFTs, not proper smart contracts. They couldn't do DeFi. And I'm not joking. It was like 1 or 2 transactions a second. And they were launching IDOs, like cards, IDO launch pads. They were launching them on Ethereum. Just think about that. Okay? The cult and the community was more powerful. And it all came from Charles. Charles had the vision. His vision, remember I told you, friends, the leader's mind permeates into everyone else. Okay? You can really tell what a leader is like by the people in the community, what their personality traits, right? Are they loud or are they quiet, right? Do they like marketing and communicating, or they like hiding away? Do they care about the price or not? Right? Are they strong or are they weak? Do they sit on the fence? Are they principled? What stuff do they bend on? Okay, you can actually figure all this stuff out. See, now, it's not about whether you like it or not. It's not about that, okay? That's the wrong mentality. That's how everyone joins. They're like, oh, I resonate with this. I'm going to tweak my nipples and join this community. That's how everybody gets destroyed, because they just follow everyone else. What you and I have to do is, you look at a community and you're like, can you bring more people into the cult? Can you do it? So you're always assessing that. Can 260,000 PulseChain cult members, can that be 1 million one day? I think so. That's why I focus on Richard Hart's talking points. He just took it from the US Constitution, right? He has freedom of speech, freedom of movement, real DeFi, all these principles, right? Freedom to transact. He believes in that. He just says those words, and he's attaching the marketing. His marketing affinity, right? So, are there people out there that are going to resonate with it? Yeah. Look at the personality traits of everyone on PulseChain. We've got the whole scale, man. You've got boomers who just want the yield DeFi, one extreme, and then other extreme, ultra degen CoinQuesters. We got everything there. So you just think about that belly there. It's a big, big, big bag, man. It's a big bag of people. It's a wide distribution of people. You're telling me this 260,000 people isn't going to be 1 million one day. And by the way, if it just goes to 1 million, you have 4x'd the user base. That'll be about 16x the price from today. Okay? Why not 2 million? Why not 3 million? Bitcoin's got 320 million. So you're understanding it from a 3D perspective, friends. Ultimately, at the end of the day, everything what I say, it means a lot to me because I'm already imagining the prices in the future. But I'm just, like, you're in my shoes watching Chico Crypto 4 years ago, not knowing what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? Because that's what it comes down to, man. The green candles. That's it. When everybody is there and saying, yes, Sommi, yes, we believe the cult. When they're saying that, they're not going to be saying that and the prices are like 80% lower. They're like 8x higher. So when everybody's cheering, you should be like, oh, man, I hope it goes up enough. I hope I'm allocated enough. You see? So that is the swing we're looking for, friends. You can only get that when you're deep value, contrarian, hater, disliked, all of that shebang. That's exactly what we are. But not forever. It's going to be a great bull market, isn't it? Make sure you like, subscribe. Don't forget he loves you.